Hey everybody, Matt here today, and I got a new project to show y'all. If you remember one of my last videos, I showed you how to make the Ultralight Foster's can, and today I'm going to show you how to make the same thing using a Arizona tea can, or well, Arnold Palmer. Here's the empty one. This one still got some good stuff in it. That is good. Alright. So the reason I'm basically redoing the video from this is because not everybody's gonna have access to a Foster's beer can. Some people don't drink beer, like myself and my family. We don't drink beer. I don't really know anybody who does drink beer. And not believing in drinking myself, I wouldn't ask them to drink beer and then save me the can. But a friend of mine who was a scrapper found a bunch of those cans that were intact, so that's how I came by them. But if you just want to make a smaller pot, or you're like me and you don't really have access to a Foster's can, this is a great alternative. So I'm going to call this video the Ultralight Foster's Pot Alternative. Alright, and again, for this project we're going to need a can opener, our handy dandy Emerson Mini CQC7, not requisite, but it helps. We're going to need a tall book, in this case, one of my favorites, in a all-in-one edition that I got at a yard sale for like $5, so I was really happy about that. A Sharpie, some scissors, and that's about it. Okay, so here we go. Alright, to start off, alright, that's the empty one. I don't want to turn my semi-full can upside down on my desk because that would be a lot of a mess. Alright, so we're going to stick this down right here. I can't really see that too well, but see if I can adjust it so you can. You can just see the top of that right there. I'm going to take another sip of this before we get started. I've about finished this other can off, so after I finish this video I'll be able to make another one. Alright, we need another book, or here we go. Yeah, that's it. This is just a Marvel card pack thing. It's just a flat surface and it's high up, it doesn't have to be a book. Alright, so we're going to take our Sharpie. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see what I'm doing. Alright. Uncap. The Sharpie's uncapped. It is now serious. I'm going to lay this flat and I'm just going to turn it. So I'm getting that Sharpie mark all the way around it. Now this is not where I'm going to begin my cut. Alright, there we go. We got a nice Sharpie line all the way around it. Poor guy. We're going to cut underneath his nose. Alright, so now I'm going to take a couple of these cards out, about that thick. See if I can lower this any. Alright, that lowered it. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line just underneath my original one here. So I have kind of like a little safety net almost. So if I have a little area there that I can just demolish, and then I can have a clean cut on either end here. So if you don't get what I'm talking about, you'll see it in a second. So we're drawing our second line underneath. Now there you can see like what I'm talking about. I'm leaving some space in between them just to give me some wiggle room. Alright. Yeah, there you can see what I did. So I'm gonna put my cards back in. So, and then we are now done with our cards and book. So we can put the cards away, and I'm going to put the book away. Alright, so this is where the, no, not yet. first we do the can opener. Come up here to the top and we just get it on there like that, and we open the can. This can opener doesn't like to work very well. Oops. It was sort of doing its job. One of these days, I will get a new can opener. Or I'll get one of them fancy schmancy side ones that cuts from the side and makes your own lid. That would be cool. Alright, there we go. Alright, that is starting to get a good cut inside there. Your can opener at home probably will not have this much difficulty. It's just mine is. If you watched the last video, the one where I made this, you know that my can opener has issues, to say the least. Good thing I have strong thumbs. Alright. Ooh, that bent it. Hey, hey, there's still some Arnold Palmer left in there. Waste not, want not. In most cases, anyway. This was one of them. I'm thinking, rather I'm hoping the rest of that comes out. Alright, anyway, so I'm not going to mess with that anymore. I might just mess it up even worse. So we're going to begin our cut over here. So let me get it to where you can see. And then I would just poke a hole right there. Right there, we have made our hole. So now we're going to insert scissors and cut. Don't cut along one of these lines. Cut in between them. Just about split that space that you left between them in half, and it ought to turn out just fine and dandy. Alright, there we go. We got our bottom, and then we got our dysfunctional top, which we will fix. Ooh. Okay. So, now we're going to take our scissors and cut along that line, being very careful and very precise. I mean, it'll work if you're not this precise. It just helps to be this precise, because then it ought to fit together nicer and it'll look better. You know, it won't look like a Boy Scout, which I am, put it together. I love to rip on the Boy Scouts, but you can only rip on the Boy Scouts if you are a Boy Scout. It just works that way. Alright. Alright, then we got a nice, clean, level. Now, if you were really amazing, you could do a, you now have a choice with this. You can find a DIY pot ring and stick it in, or as I do, on the outside of it, or you can make one of these. Well, I already showed you how to do the pot ring. That's not very involved, so we're going to try doing this. But first I'm going to try to get this lid thingy out of here, which might be a little bit of a challenge. And if we have to, we'll use my other can, which I just drained, and make a top out of that. But I'm hoping, yeah, this is starting to work. I just need to get a better can opener. Do do do. All right. Alrighty, here we go. That's starting to get through. Sorry for the technical difficulties here, but I will get this lid. I will not be beaten by a piece of wimpy aluminum. I am much better than that. Alright, there we go. That is starting to do better. I got most of it out. It's coming. Just a wee bit more. And we are going to save the little tab, make us a fishing hook out of that. If you don't know what that meant, watch my other video, how to make a survival fishing hook out of a soda can tab. But if you watch that video, also be sure to watch my rethinking the soda can fishing hook. Alright, there we go. Doesn't look too terrible. It could look a lot better, but it doesn't look too terrible. I'll flatten down those little tabs later on, but right now I need to get along with this video. Alright, we're going to do the same thing like we did on the bottom, but we're going to do it on the top. We're going to cut along this line. The nice straight line that we made that looks so nice and so pretty and just straight and clean and sharp looking, and uh-oh, there's a little bit of a split in there, but that shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so now to complete this project, we are going to try and fit this bottom on this top. First, we might want to take a Sharpie and flare out the bottom a little bit, just try and get that a little more receptive. Alright. Twisting really helps. This is the hardest part of the entire project, is fitting these things together. Come on, there you go. Alright. Alright, there we go. Oop, went a little too far on that one. Alright. There we go, there we go. And we have a nice little pot. We have dude's face and half. Alright, and the inside, there's those little kind of slots that they're, but if you watch the other video, you know that happens when you make this. Not a big deal. The water just runs out a little bit if you overfill it, which, if you nest it together to where it's very close to the top here, you're not gonna do that. Alright. So that's basically it, everybody. Thank you for watching, and there's your nice little DIY cook pot, like the little Foster's one. So I've been wrong in the last couple of videos. The little subscribe button is down here now. So if you feel so inclined, please click that, and other than that, enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you for watching. Hang loose all your hammockers. See you next time on the next Sawgrass Brothers videos.